All right, so today on the schedule, me and Corinne actually weren't supposed to be teaching, but as we said, our classroom got stolen, our students got stolen. A lot of things changed, so we just went with the flow, and we are teaching the last class of the summer. But honestly, I'm happy to be teaching because we only have so many more of these classes with you guys before we're out of here, so it's nice to be able to teach a few. So it's supposed to be kind of yoga, meditation, toning. So we kind of took that and made it more of like a postural toning. Like we're gonna do a lot of postural exercises, kind of like open up the chest, strengthen the back, things like that. So that's kind of what you have to look forward to in class as we go.
And if you're really looking forward to yoga, I'll give you a YouTube link. You can do it when you go home.
Neither of us are yoga instructors, so we just want to kind of like pretend.
Yoga. Yeah, there you go. Yoga puts me to sleep. So I was like, I'm not doing yoga. Alright.
Sister teaches yoga.
Oh, so there you go. Call her up. She'll do a better job.
You must get quite relaxed if they put you to sleep.
Oh, yes. I'm also just like tired.
So we're gonna start with just some shoulder rules. You can go forward for a little bit and then we'll switch. Go nice and slow. Okay, switching up backwards. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall while you're doing this. Kind of getting those muscles around, surrounding that shoulder, nice and woken up. All right. So our next one we're gonna do just to get warmed up is a spinal twist. So you can kind of grab the back of the chair and kind of twist your trunk, wake up that spine. Let's turn and go to the other side. Back to the center. Also, just a disclaimer, we are sitting in these chairs, but do as you say, not as I do. And if you're not safe to be in a rolly chair ever when you're doing exercises and standing up and sitting down. So just a disclaimer. We're gonna reach our hands above our head. You can interlock them if you'd like. And then we're gonna kind of come to the side as far as you need to go, just to feel a stretch through that side. We'll hold there for a little bit. Come back up, bring those hands down for a second. And we'll come back up and we'll go to the other side. It doesn't take me much to feel that. Come back up, bring those hands down. So we stretched out the side of our trunk. Now we're going to stretch out our neck a little bit. So we're going to kind of come to one side. If you feel the stretch just with that tilt, that's good. Or you can add some resistance with your hand. Pull your head a little bit further down. You'll get some added resistance, but you don't need to add that if you already feel it.
So you got a lot of range over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's come up, bring our head to the center, nice and slow. Then we'll go down to the other side. stretches out your traps here that tend to get really tight throughout the day. When you're stressed at all. I know this is me all day. I'm just like all right, head to the center. Now we're just gonna get those neck muscles activated a little bit. So we're gonna do some chin tucks. So we're just gonna, it's like making a double chin. You don't want to bring your head down. You want to bring your head straight back and bring it back to neutral. It's almost like you're like, like a chicken going like this, but like the opposite direction, coming straight back. Like,
And to help,
yes,
you can take
exactly.
your fingers and gently touch.
It feels funny, but it's really good for you. Kind of helps promote the good posture in your neck and gets those muscles working that aren't always activated. All right. And then our last little warm-up piece we're going to do is a forward fold. So you can kind of come to the front of your chair a little bit and kind of bring your legs straight forward, and then bring your arms kind of down your leg, and you just feel the stretch through the back of your legs and kind of up through your lower back. You can just go down as far as feels comfortable for you. We'll hold here. Take some deep breaths while you're down here. Sometimes some deep breathing can help you get a little bit further into a stretch. Relax the muscles. All right. Come back up nice and slowly. All right. And most of the exercises we're doing today, you can either do sitting or standing. I'll probably stand so you can see me and such, but whatever you guys feel comfortable with. But our first exercise, we're going to be holding our bands in our two hands, and then we're going to be kind of like making a W motion. It's called a W. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together in your back and open up your chest and come back together. So if you're sitting, you might have to come to the front of your chair so you're able to get that movement and sit up nice and tall. Yeah. So you want to imagine like your two shoulder blades, like you're squeezing something between them. So when you're all the way extended out, you should think about like you're holding something between those two shoulder blades. You want to really get the motion from the shoulder rather than from your arms.
Yep, and for all of these, to make it easier, give yourself more of the band to work with.
Yep.
To make it harder, tighten up on the band.
Right, we can stop there on that one. And our next one, we're going to be doing, you're going to step on the band. So again, you can do it sitting. Just put the band underneath your foot. And then you're going to be pulling up with one hand here. So whatever resistance you want, and then you're pulling up this way. Squeezing that shoulder. Do a bit of a hinge forward too, kind of get that line of pull. You can take a break. We're gonna set up on the other side, but you don't have to start yet because you've got a little bit of a break.
video of you teaching.
Oh, thank you.
As in case you wanted some audio.
All right, when you're ready, the opposite side. Again, you can always play with the resistance.
I love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head.
One more. Good. Now you guys can take a break. I'm just gonna show the next one. But we're gonna be holding it out in front of us, and you're gonna want to give yourself a little more slack because we're gonna come all the way out to the side this way and back. So you can do that with the palms down. We'll do it. You can go ahead and get started whenever you're ready. So again, if it gets way too tight at the end, when you come back, just give yourself a little bit further. And again, really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades in the back together at the end of that. Yeah, opening up the chest. This works the muscles that I don't typically work. Because I can feel it. All right, let's take a break there.
You feel like one arm is stronger than the other.
Fine.
Personally,
Do you sometimes feel like their dominant arm might be stronger because they use it for a lot of things, or if you played a certain sport growing up, like for example, I played tennis, so like muscle, no muscle.
oh, I see,
Because I'm using, yeah, so when I'm doing my strength training, I have to focus more on my non-dominant arm because it's not as strong. But is that how you feel sometimes? Yeah. It's not as strong.
This one does everything.
You gotta show that one's more love.
Or more work.
Yeah.
Next time you go to do something like I don't want you dropping your plates out of like your cabinet or something, but
Brush your teeth.
Yeah, next time you go to do something, maybe just say, I'm gonna do this with my left hand today, when you would normally go to do it with your right, and might build up some extra strength there. My basketball coach used to tell us to brush our teeth and eat our dinner with our left hand to make us have better like motor skills on our left side,
And just fun.
yeah, it's a fun little experiment. All right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the top of that set. Do we want to be one? Yeah, to the top of that set, and we're gonna be doing the W's. So again, opening up that chest, squeezing those shoulders.
Making sure you are sitting or standing nice and tall.
These are my favorite.
This one?
Yeah, I try to do this every day.
Really?
Well, we're doing it again later because I called it something else. So I didn't know we were.
Oh.
So we're gonna do it again.
You call it hold the pencil in your shoulder blades.
Actually, I call it no monies. You're like, I don't have any money.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right, take a break. We're going to be moving into the row again, so you can set yourself up for that. I'm just way too late to be asking, but you don't have a latex allergy, do you? A latex allergy? Okay.
We would have known by now.
Because I know I asked you guys last time we used these, but she wasn't here. All right, we can go ahead and move into that row. This one's kind of like the turn on the lawnmower.
Yes.
You're like pulling that cord, you're like, vroom. Not that I love mow the lawn.
I know I was gonna say not that I've ever done that, but if I was going to.
I wasn't allowed to mow the lawn growing up.
Same. My dad is too like obsessive on it.
Same.
And I wouldn't do a nice job.
He didn't even let my brother do it.
Oh wow.
My brother one time complained that I never mowed the lawn. He says, okay, let's switch chores. So I mowed the lawn, like cleaned the kitchen and the living room. He's like, we can keep our chores.
All right, let's take a break. I'm gonna move it over to the other side. Whenever you're ready, start pulling that lawnmower on the other side. All right, you can take a break. And that last one is that tea that we make. Didn't even mind.
It's okay.
Just a little tickle.
Just a reminder that you're in there.
Alright. Take a little bit of a longer break here and then we'll start the next circuit. So grab some water. We have waters too. Do you want a water?
I do, I like mine in the car.
You can grab me one. You are.
Yeah. This is for you, Rose. Oh, that I picked it, but like, if I did.
My friends and I went to Crumble Cook the other day, and I all of them played Apple in the car.
There's a 15-second rest.
It's just the 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just saw it the other day. Yeah.
They're good. The flavors this week are crazy.
What were
So
the flavors?
coming up, coming up, you're gonna be putting this around you like it's kind of like a little scarf or a shawl. And you're gonna be putting your arms out straight. We did this last time with TheraBand. And you're gonna be kind of bringing your shoulders forward and back. So kind of like a punching motion, keeping your arms straight. And the motion is coming from your shoulders. Everything good, Rose?
Yeah. Anyway.
Caught in my hair.
Like it's a nice shawl. Yeah, there you go.
The flavors are mint brownie, banana bread. You know the strawberry ice cream bar with like the crumbles on it? They made that one. Strawberry shortcake. Stop.
Get with it!
Oh my god, the strawberry shortcake bar. A chocolate caramel, a monster cookie, which I call the kitchen sink growing up, so I don't know why
Oh,
they're
okay.
calling it a monster cookie. And
Weird.
then the chocolate chip.
Is this something on campus?
No,
Really?
it's actually in
My dad
North
made
over
this.
by like the Target
My dad and I
and like the
our
Home
take a
Depot.
break.
pantry was we had too much stuff.
It's a chain of, it's a cookie.
So we make
like
it
a
after,
cookie.
we call them kitchen
Like
sinks.
So
a bakery, not
a bakery.
Yeah. Wait, I think they have ice cream there.
They do have ice cream, but they're
Oh,
not
good.
cookies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's over in North Haven.
Up next, we're going to do W's, no money's, whatever you want to call them. We're doing these again. Because they're so good for you. And these you should do every day, honestly.
That we put the reverse spot.
Oh yeah, I dropped down to shoulders here. I'll just show you. Because reverse is also in the teeth. So it's right up in space. Did you guys take home TheraBand class?
I have seen that.
Amazing. Do you have TheraBand?
No, I broke mine.
Well, we're gonna give you another one.
I had it for a long time.
You probably
And then one
checked
day
it out.
I snapped and it was not.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got a free one for you today.
Thank you.
All right, a few more of these. And go ahead and take a break. So up next, I'm just showing you what it's gonna be. You're gonna step on it. And then with the other hand, you're gonna come out to the side. So whenever you're ready, join me. You do that in sitting too. Out to the side. And back down. And as you're going down, try to make it nice and slow and try to control that motion. Don't just let gravity, the elastic, take you back down. And then you're all doing a great job, but make sure you're only coming up to shoulder level and back down. We don't want to go any higher than that.
What?
I'm just like struggling.
Like, what did I say?
I'm like, I have it too tight, I think.
There you go, that's a little better.
I just was like, I can't do this.
So this is a hard one. All right, and go take a break. Yeah, my arm's burning.
Yeah, that
All right. And coming up next, we're gonna do the same thing, just on the other side. Have a great place. And whenever you're ready. Okay. It was pre-made on Spotify.
Okay, you chose it.
Yeah, I did. So exercises like this, where you're specifically working on one arm and then the other, would be great for if you are noticing strength differences, because you're making sure to show both arms the same amount of love.
Yeah, this side is much easier for me.
Oh, now you're on your right side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll probably notice a difference. Yep, struggling.
Struggle with both sides.
Alyssa uses her feet for everything. She feels kind of
Picks up everything with their toes, actually.
No, I don't.
Alrighty, and go ahead and take a break.
I wish.
Shake that out. In a couple seconds, we're gonna bring it back to the top. Bring back with our shawls.
I'm putting it lower. Okay, that's fine.
This time. You're gonna straighten your arms, do that pushing motion, doing from your shoulders. Feeling your shoulder blades come apart as you come forward and then back together.
How's your evaluation stuff?
Evaluation.
To test it.
Oh god. Oh, the senior fitness test. I thought you meant grad school testing. I was like, oh,
Oh.
test tomorrow.
It's like,
Oh, the senior fitness test was great.
Yeah.
Missed you.
I would told you I wouldn't be here.
I know.
I could change the date.
We'll just give you your own private one. Rose gonna give you one.
I'll do it.
She actually did say she would. And take a break.
Because they sent that out to the people that I walked the Bobcat walk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them, did they come?
A couple,
Yeah, and they're
yeah.
like, "Are you going?" You're like, "No."
Yeah, I told my son.
Well, we
I know,
tried
we
to,
missed you.
we tried to
They
give
knew everything.
everyone the information on this class, so
Yeah.
to help people know about us here, so we were hoping some people would come.
All right, back to our no money / W's.
Trust me, I've been telling people. I really don't like the time, I'm not gonna. It's a perfect week, and I wouldn't figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you can make time for it. Exactly.
There's a couple that I walk with and they keep forgetting. You know, it's good. I keep forgetting. I'm like, you can remember to be here at 6 in the morning and you forget at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
What?
I know. Well,
But
funny,
she gets pictures with her greatly.
Oh, I'm
sorry. Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what's happening too with the summer is I think a lot of the kids are out of school.
Yeah.
I think that's why people haven't been coming here and they've got grandkids and kids around, so.
And take a break.
The funny story about the Bobcat Stride is me and Rose went to Bobcat Stride one morning. We were trying to get the information out about the testing, but we couldn't find anyone.
And that also.
So we went at 7,
Okay, so we were already going.
probably.
That's a really that stuff because I have an alarm that goes off at 7 o'clock. And they all laugh because it's the 7 o'clock alarm. It's my reminder to get out of like to go to church. I just don't shut it off.
We're starting up with these ones again. Fundraising birthday cards.
I actually texted them and I was in Newport because it's 7 o'clock. Because they all, when my phone go off, they felt 7 o'clock.
So try to keep that arm straight. Bring it up. Remember to make it easier. Give yourself some more bands. Make it harder. Give yourself a little bit left.
Dirty when they start talking cute. I wanna tell them that I love them, but on struggling. But shit, my tears.
Keep running.
Let's do it. And go ahead and take a break.
Sure, I'll think of it tomorrow. Feel like tomorrow.
Absolutely.
What exercise you did that was so painful for you the next day?
I hope it wasn't good.
Oh, was it back from leg day last week?
Yeah, with the leg one.
I think I was
Oh,
trying,
no.
it wasn't bad, it was,
It
one
was
of those,
sore.
like, okay, I did.
Oh, you
kind of,
used calf raises with your calf?
Not a pain. It was a
was
good
like-
sore.
yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
we like that.
I was trying to like, just tighten up your core and like, hit your butt.
Yeah.
I was tighten up everything.
Yeah.
Really that many reps. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you switch?
Oh, yeah, we're switching sides.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's like, I could go forever. Well, you're working on that left side a little extra.
Yeah, so that was fine.
Yeah.
Your arm needs that.
We need to get that left arm a little stronger. I was sore after leg day last week.
Like, right, and then I
Yes,
like
I think
scavenger
you
hunt.
would like though, 'cause I
We
wasn't
did
sure.
a scavenger hunt on campus. It was supposed to be like.
All
well,
right,
you
feel
we
your
gotta
arms
take a
come up,
break.
but
It was the
can't-
first group that won, like, that came out.
So we're gonna take a longer break this time. So grab some water, shake it out.
Them on opposite sides of the school, and all of a sudden everyone broke out into a dead sprint to do it. So I sprinted 3 miles in that scavenger. hunt.
Apparently they didn't know people were gonna run, and I was like, why wouldn't we run?
Yeah,
It was a race.
Why, it was a race to be first.
I was dripping sweat from that.
I was like getting the mat, I literally walked into Taco on Friday like this.
My first mistake was I ran 3 miles that morning, and then we went and did that, and I ran another 3 miles, and I was dead. And we didn't even win. My team went rogue. We didn't follow.
I was in second to last this year. The last group came in, listen, the last group came in, I was like, oh guys, we weren't last. It's fine. Because like after a while, like I was like, they're already out there, so you might as well just take our time and enjoy it. Right?
It was fun though.
It was fun. The food were good. You know, the big sign at the next on the front, they had us over like where we picked you up and the next school was over there. So it was just a dead sprint over there.
All right, you guys have about 15 more seconds, but the next exercise is you're gonna have the band around the back of your head like this. And you're gonna be doing those chin tucks that we did earlier into the band. The band's gonna give you a little bit of resistance. If you just like the chin tucks without the band, just do those. Whatever feels good to you.
I'm just saying, it's gonna change everybody's,
Hair.
Yeah, did you notice it was a space, I'm not going to phone, I'm getting an article too.
Wayne complimented me on my form.
Yep, so just tuck in that chin in, if you're making a double chin.
He was my therapist years ago.
Really?
Dwayne was?
No
I
way!
asked him in the hall here one time, I said, "Is that his name Wayne?" He said, "Yeah, what, yeah, he's my therapist." Oh, what a small world. Professor now, and I was like, yeah.
All right, go ahead and take a break.
With your scavenger hunt, did you collect things?
Well, so each team had a color. So at each clue, there was a bag, and they had like the different pieces of paper with each color. So you had to grab like your colors, like piece of paper, so you could prove that you went to all the spots.
We're gonna do the, I think they call them T's before. We're gonna do those again. So palms are facing towards the ground. Keep those arms straight and open up the chest. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing together and bring it back in nice and slow. And like we said before, try to control that motion in. The band wants to snap together.
It was funny though, all the clues were like PT related. So some of them were like, just like within the program, like might have been about a professor and you had to know like that fact about the professor. But then some of them were kind of like PT like related where you had to like know your PT facts, like.
All right, one more good one. And take a break. Just Elvis.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's his song.
Yeah.
We did one camping and we had groups and the list was, you have to take a picture of everybody in the tree.
Yeah, we had to take a picture, yeah.
Picture with, you know, a gnome, you find a campsite with a gnome on it. And,
We had to take pictures at all of our spots too.
yeah.
There are some really funny pictures of me because I was sweating so much that I'm just like dripping and all.
What time of day is it?
It was at like 6 p.m., but it was really hot.
So up next we're doing squat raises. So step on it, straighten out that arm, and you're just gonna raise it up in front of you. And just like
Yeah.
before, don't bring your arm above your shoulder. Drop it shoulder level and back down. All right, we're gonna switch right over to the other side. So change the feet. We're gonna hold with the other hand and same thing, straighten that arm up, bring it up in front of you and then slow back down. Whoa. That would not be good.
Who gave us do 1 year to bring home? Do you remember that?
Those are terrible.
Mine broke. We were on Zoom. It's like funny because we were on Zoom, like classroom, which was just ridiculous. But we were doing a lab on Zoom. So like we were in a breakout room, like with our lab groups, doing like exercise, like TheraBand exercises. Like this is me in my bedroom, like at my house at home, doing this. And I'm like doing them. And all of our bands broke.
They were really bad.
Every single, I was like, I had it in the doorway, I was like pulling, I was like, and I was like, what the heck? This is good TheraBand.
Alrighty, go ahead and take a break.
TheraBand brand TheraBand.
Good thing.
I don't think that was TheraBand.
No. So we're gonna start from the top again. So go ahead and either do those chin tucks without the band or without that band. Right around the face. Give yourself a little bit of resistance, not too much. Tuck that chin in. Make sure you're looking straight ahead as you while you do this. And go ahead and take a break. Fix your hair. Coming up next, we are going back to the T's. So hold it straight out in front of you, your arms straight, and bring it all the way out, opening up your chest, and back in nice and slow and controlled. Is that cracking?
No. I don't know what it was. I'm surprisingly not.
It was like your arm. I was like, stop it. All right, one more good one. And take a little break. And up next, be prepared. We're doing those raises again. So you're gonna step on it with one foot. Hold it in front of you. And just raise it up to your shoulder height and back down nice and slow and controlled. TheraBand workouts are really great because they do target those smaller muscles that sometimes weight training or just daily movements don't target. So if you do feel it tomorrow, because you're working those muscles that you don't normally work, but it's the muscles that are important for good posture, making sure that your back doesn't hurt when you're hunched over. All those muscles are gonna be great for that. And go ahead and take a break. Now, if you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and start with the other arm. So great. Go ahead and take a seat if you like, water. Take a longer break this time.
And we've just got some of those cool down stretches. Movements, just to cool us down. We'll do some deep breathing at the end of it too. So why don't we start with some of those shoulder rolls forward. Go the opposite direction, backwards. All right, good. We'll do that nice twist of the spine. I got a good crack. Go to the other side. Come back to the center. Put those hands above the head, interlock them if you like. And we'll come down to the right or left or whichever way. Come back up. Bring the hands down for a second. Get some blood back into the hand. And then we'll come up. Go to the other side. We're just gonna finish up class if you guys wanna wait with everyone out there. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, come back. Down.
Girl party.
Yeah, Ryan. We'll do the same that we did.
The girls can come in.
We'll stretch out that side of that neck. And to the other side. we'll do that forward fold, so you can kind of bring your feet out in front of you. And then just fold over your legs, really stretch all the way up the back of your legs and through your back. And try to breathe into it and kind of like, I mean, I can't rest my head down because I'm not flexible, but just like try to let your body weight like hang over your legs and kind of relax into it. And then we'll roll up nice and slowly. And then to finish, we're just gonna,
Yeah, it's not better. It's better.
we're gonna do some deep breathing into our stomach, just to kind of bring our body systems down and relax. So if you want to place one hand on your stomach, we want to focus on breathing deep into our stomach. So you can close your eyes if you'd like, but you're going to take a deep breath slowly in through your nose, and you want to feel your hand move out away from you. And you want to hold that there for a couple seconds, and then release nice and slowly. Everyone can kind of move at their own pace. Sometimes counting for breathing is hard, but try to breathe it in about 6 seconds, hold about 4 seconds, and then breathe out about 5 seconds. Take one last deep breath. In. Hold. And release. And that's all.
Okay, guys, your turn.
So I'm gonna write on this for you guys the weeks, like returning 8:31.
So you said I could keep my TheraBand?
Yes.
Would you like a blue one?
Is that when it is stronger, when it is stronger?
The blue ones are tougher, so it can definitely be like a
There you go. You just need one.
Just one, yeah.
Thank you very much.
If blue is stronger
Yes.
than the green.
Yes.
What is the red?
Red
I have a red one.
Red is easier than the green.
Okay, so
It does
they're-
depend on the brand, but if it's the same brand, then that should be the progression.
Yeah.
Well, I have both green and red, but I have never seen the blue.
Yeah, the
It
blue
must
is
be
definitely
beyond
tougher.
my doing.
If you know what, if you work with the green and you find that easy and you want the blue, whatever.
No, I can use the green. I was just curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mind
definitely.
just
There's different
signing you
brands,
too
like
in
different
here?
Colors that they follow, but for the most part, it's like red, green, blue, black.
Yeah, some brands have different coloring, but I would
Like
assume,
karate.
I would assume that if you have a blue, I mean, a red and a green, that the red is easier than the green.
Okay. Well, I came home and I said, oh, no, wait a minute. And there's, I did this the last
Yeah.
class. And I was like,
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys already have one.
and I'm gonna tell you, 3 people tried to get me to stay in Guilford for some event that was going on there.
Oh,
From
thank you
four
for
to
coming.
7:30. No, I have a class, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys coming. Your last class with us was our
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you, and I was gonna say September, and I'm gonna see you in the.
I'm gonna walk